Welcome back to the channel, Sudoku people. We've got a nice 2 out of 10 difficulty for you today. I've got my cup of tea ready to go. Get yours, and let's dive into this and see how we do. Okay, so here's our puzzle. Let's start as we always do. Let's look for the gimmies that we can immediately start filling in as combinations. 17 has to be an 8 or 9. There's another 17 here, also an 8 or a 9. 16s can only be 7 or 9, and there's another 16 down here. At the moment I can't see any more obvious combinations to fill in, but we can start filling in some actual numbers. Look, here we can add up these 8 cells, 8 out of the 9 in the square. They add up to 41, meaning this one has to be a 4 to take the total up to 45. Got a 4 in there. We can quickly eliminate any of the options that don't include 4. We can also get rid of 147 because these 7s preclude that. We can also add these 3 squares, or these 3 bottom rows together. Look, these 3 together should add up to 135. Without that cell they make 129, meaning that's a 6, and we can stick a 4 in here. Now we do a little bit of extra maths. Add these together, we get 35. Take this one off because that's not in the 3 by 3 square that we're interested in. We get 31. Add this 6 on, we get 37. So that would be the total of these 8 squares here. That means this has to be an 8 to take the total up to 45, which is what it needs to be. Okay, we can also get a clue in here, look. These 8 together add up to 39. The total has to be 45. The difference is 6, so that's a 6, and that's a 2. Now let's move back to where we've been working. Here, look, we've got a 6 in this column. Definitely can't be a 6, 8. So that's a 5, 9. And just for completeness, we can now clean. Ooh. For completeness, this 9 means this can't be a 9, that's an 8, and that's a 9. Let's have a look at let's look up here. We can take any 9s out, 4s and 7s. And also, look, we've got a 6 here. So that can't be 2, 5, 6. So this is 2, 3, 8. So we can complete this 3 by 3. What are we missing? We're missing a 1, 5, and a 6. That's very nice. So here, we can't have 2s in because they're already there. Can't have 3s in, already here, and we can't have 6s in because they're already in that row. So this is a 1, 9 pair. There's a 9 in this column, so that's a 1 and a 9 in that order. Here, there's a 6 already in here, so we can't have a 6 in either of those 2 cells, so this is a 3, 5. Then what have we got left? We're missing a 2, we've got a 3, we're missing a 2, 4, 7. That's a 2, 4, 7. Now what's missing in this bottom row? We've got a 1, we're missing a 2, we've got a 3, 4, 5, and we're missing a 6. So those two have got to be 2, 6. The only combination to make 11 makes that a 3 there. We can clean up a little bit here, look, because we've got 5s in this column, so that can't be a 5, that's a 9, and that's a 5. So what are we missing in this row now? We're missing an 8, so 8's there. What are we missing in this row? 1, 2, 3, we're missing a 4 and a 7. So that's 4, 7, 8. Okay, so we've not completely resolved all the positions, but we've made a really good start at filling in the combinations on this bottom row. So let's keep moving upwards. So there's a 4 here, so this cannot be a 1, 4, that's a 2, 3. This 14, we've got a 7, 9 in here, look, so that 14 cannot be a 5, 9, that's got to be a 6, 8. Can we do anything up here? Here you go, look, 9, 6, and 8 already represented in this column. 9, 8, 6 are in those combinations. This has to be a 4, 7. That's nice because we can now clean up down here a little bit. We can take 2 out of there and make that definitely a 2. Which is nice because now look, the 2 helps us, as did the 4. This can't be a 2, 4. So that's 1, 5. So we can now clean that up. That's the 3 and a 5 in that order. This 4 helps us here. That can't be a 4, making that the 4. Okay, so we've got 4, 7 in there. What else can we do? So let's move to this 10. Can't have 4 or 7 because they're already in the same 3 by 3. Can't tell between the other two at the moment, but we'll get there in a bit. Remember this from earlier? Or maybe we didn't look at this earlier. We can do something here, look. These add up to 38, meaning these two here have to add up to 7. So these two have to add up to 7. Can't be 1, 6, can't be 2, 5, so these are going to have to be 3, 4. The only way of making 7 with 3 or 4 is another 3 or 4, so that's a 3, 4 pair. But actually we've already got a 4 here, so that's 3, 4, 3 in that order. Can't quite get that one yet. Here we've got to have a 3 in, so let's eliminate options that don't. What can't we have? We can't have a 4 in it because it blocks those two squares, look. And also the 7 does. And it can't have a 9 in, look, because there's a 9 already in this column. So that's a 3, and then we've got a 5, 6 in here. That's nice because that 5, 6 helps us clean up this. That's a 1 and that's a 5, which means we can eliminate the 1, 9 option here, making that a 2, 8, and there's an 8 there, so it's a 2, 8 in that order. 8 and 9 can therefore be resolved in that way. Okay. Now we've got that number, that 1, we can actually do a sneaky little bit of mathematics. Add the 1 on makes 139, which means that this is 4 over the 135 total it needs to be, so that's a 4. So let's take out any non-4 options. What can go in here? A 1 can't go in there because we've already got a 1. A 3 can't go in there because we've already got a 3. So this is a 2, 6 pair. That's nice. What are we now missing in this column? We've got, in this row rather, we've got 1, 2, 3, missing a 5 and a 7. And that's nice because a 7 obviously can't go in a 7 cage, so that's a 5 there with a 2. This has got to have a 7 in it. Can't have a 3 in it because it's already represented in there, as is the 2, 5, so it can't be 2, 5. So this is a 1, 6 pair. Okay, the 6 and the 2 come down here and we can just do a quick bit of cleaning. That can't be a 6 and that can't be a 2. Likewise the 7. That can't be a 7 and that's the 7. Okay, I think we're making nice progress here. Let's carry on. Let's look at this 9. We can't have, what have we got represented there? We've got 2, 6 and 8 look in here, so it can't be 8, 2, 6. So this is a 4, 5 pair. So these 10s can't have 4 and 8 in them, either of them. But at the moment, either of them could be 1, 9 or 3, 7. Those can't be 3s, which means their pairs up here can't be 7s. And these can't be 9s, which means their pairs down here can't be 1s. So we've got a 1, 3 or a 7, 9. And we've got those pairs forming. 7, 9 here means we can do a bit of cleaning up. So that can't be a 7. That's the 7. The 4 helps us here, look. Can't have a 4 there, so that's a 5 and that's a 4. The 5 helps us here, that's a 6 and that's a 5. And then the 6 comes over here. That can't be a 6, that's a 1. That's the 6. And that's nice because look, the 1 tallies up with the 1s we've got here. The 7, 9 tallies up with this 7, 9 here. So that works. 2s can come out, they're already in that row, look. 5, 6 and 4 are already in that row, so 4 and 5, 6. So this is a 3, 8 pair. Can't be an 8 there, so that's a 3, 8 in that order. Then let's just finish off this one. It's got to have a 1 in it, right? There's a 1 missing, so it's a 1, 7, 9. 7 and 9 already in there, so that's a 1, and that's a 7, 9 pair. This is probably going to help us with the 13, because look, can't have a 4, 7, 9 in, so we can take these two combinations out. 5, 8 in there. Very nice. We can take the 8 out of there and the 5 out of there. We can also, for completeness, take a 5 out of here and an 8 out of here, which is nice because now we've got 2 pairs. Look, so 2 16s means, sorry, 1 6s. That means that can't be a 1 6. 2 2 3s means that can't be a 2 3. That's an 8. Okay. Now what are we missing in here? Look, we've got just 2 missing. We've not got a 1. We've got a 2 3 4 5. We've not got a 6. So that's a 1 6 pair. To make 10, we need to have a 3 in here, which is nice because it's also the only number missing in that square. Okay, making really good progress. What's missing in this column? We've got a 1, we've not got a 2, we've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, not got a 7. So that's a 2, 7 pair, and then to make 10, makes that a 1. Then what have we got missing in here? We've got 1, 2, 3, looks like we're missing a 4. So we've got to have a 4 in there. Then what are we missing in this square? 1, 2, 3, 4, missing a 5 and a 9. So that's 4, 5, 9. Okay, so look, we've completed all of the combinations. Now it's just a case of cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. Sometimes this part can actually get really quite time consuming and difficult. Let's hope it's not here. Let's see where we're going to start. So look, we've got 2, 3 here, so we can clean up that. It's not a 2, that's a 7, and that's a 2. That gives us the 7, 9. That 9 gives us 5 there and 9 there. The 5 comes all the way over here. That can't be a 5, that's an 8, and that's a 5. The 8 comes back to here, look, 8 and 6. Now, what can we do about some of these? Okay, look, 2, 3 pair here, which means nothing else in this column can be 2 or 3. So that's not a 3, that's a 1, and this is the 3. That 1 gives us a 6, 1 there. This 1 comes down and gives us a 6, beg your pardon, gives you a 6, 1 in that order. This 6 comes up here, that can't be a 6, and that's the 6. Now this 2 gives us a 3, 2 like that. This 2 makes that a 3 and that a 2. And then it's just 7 9s to go. Do we have any? Ah, of course, I've been really lazy. Look, 1, so that's a 9, 3, so that has to be a 7. And that solves it for us. So this is 7, 9, and 9, 7. There we go. I think that's a really nice example of a 2 difficulty where it's not a total gimme, but it's definitely approachable for beginners and it's quite quick for anybody above that level. I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any feedback for me, please leave a comment or give a thumbs up. It'd be great to hear from you. If you want to see more of these videos, I'm posting one almost every day, so feel free to subscribe. And otherwise, thanks for watching and have a great day.